Right now on Up with KREM, if you plan on going grocery shopping this weekend, you'll definitely need to bring your own bag. The Washington plastic bag ban starts today.
A little bit of fog started moving in a little earlier. The good news is we're already starting to see that fog kind of break up. I'll let you know how much longer it'll stick around.
Right now, the leaves are turning yellow and orange because it is finally fall, y'all. This weekend, there are several fun fall activities you can get into. Coming up, we're speaking with Todd Beck from Beck's Harvest House and the return of the Fall Harvest Festival.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis. If you plan on going to the grocery store today or even this weekend, you'll need to bring your own bag with you. The Washington State plastic bag ban goes into effect today, and this ban applies in all retail and grocery stores, including restaurants. If you don't bring your own bag, that's okay. You can simply pay an 8-cent fee for a recycled one. However, if you are on food stamps, then you will not need to worry about that fee at all.
No, actually, food stamps users and anyone who receives food benefits, so under WIC or TANF, any of those food assistance programs is exempt from the 8-cent charge. They only need to show documentation of that. The store owner will not know to ask or automatically assume, but if they show documentation, then they will not have to pay the 8-cent charge.
Now, plastic bags used to wrap meats and produce are exempt from the law. When it comes to self-checkout areas, though, it's up to the store.
Yeah, so the law is not prescriptive about how self-checkout should be handled or how delivery through third-party apps should be handled. For that, it will be up to the business owner to determine their own policy, whatever works best. Some may establish a flat rate fee that covers a given number of bags, or some may assess the fee retroactively. It'll be up to the business owners. The thing that the law is clear about is that they are responsible for charging for those kinds of bags, at least 8 cents per bag.
Now, the state is estimating Washingtonians use about 2 billion single-use plastic bags every year. The ban is an effort to reduce plastic pollution and waste. Now, if you want more information on the plastic bag ban, all you have to do is text the word bag to 509-448-2000, and we'll send you all of the information that you need right to your phone. And we also want to hear from you this morning in our question of the morning. Will you be bringing your own bags or will you pay the 8-cent fee? You can text us your thoughts to 509-448-2000 and we'll be keeping track of them all morning long on Up with KREM. Lots of comments this morning on this issue. One interesting one from a person who says that they're actually a checker at one of the stores and they're asking people that if you bring in your own bags to make sure that they're clean because, of course, we are still in a pandemic. Whitman County prosecutors have not filed charges against the suspect from last weekend's shooting in Pullman. George Harris III is accused of shooting his roommate and a WSU football player outside a large house party Friday night. Harris's mother posted his $10,000 cash bond on Monday and he was released from jail. Now, prosecutors couldn't explain why they didn't file charges, just that Harris's claim of self-defense is an ongoing investigation, which Pullman police need to complete before they can file appropriate charges. All right, the time is now 7:03. The sun is up, Jeremy. It is the start of the weekend. And you know what else it is?
What is it?
Today is October 1st.
Ooh.
I know it's the start of spooky season. It's the perfect time for a little spookiness.
Oh, I know. I don't even know how to explain this. I'm not like a person who goes and seeks out horror movies, but for some crazy reason, October 1st, I'm like, time to watch every horror movie ever made and scare myself. So if I look really tired like I haven't slept, nightmares. You can see our fog already starting to do its thing and get out of here as the sun comes up. You can see it's kind of breaking up off in the distance as well, so that is a good sign. Temperatures staying pretty close to where they've been though. We sit at 50 degrees here in Spokane. We haven't really moved much. I told Shannon a bit earlier that I left the coat at home when I stepped outside earlier and went, oh, not bad. 50 in Spokane, 50 in Coeur d'Alene, 46 in Sandpoint, mid-40s in both Wenatchee and Moses Lake, but we do have reduced visibility in a few areas. Coeur d'Alene, your visibility is down to a quarter of a mile. That'll be the case up in Hayden Lake as well, and even over toward Deer Park. So pretty widespread just north of Interstate 90 from, say, Airway Heights or the airport all the way through into, I'd say, 4th of July pass. You're going to be running into some of that fog. Just know it's there and it's going to last a little bit longer. We need the sun to get a little higher to get rid of some of it. But for now, it's clearing skies. Our front moves out and that opens the door for more sunshine. So these clouds don't last long. And by this afternoon, we are in the mid-70s here in Spokane. We warm up nicely later on today. It's looking beautiful before even warmer temps arrive this weekend.
It's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time. Coeur d'Alene police are asking for your help to find a missing person. 62-year-old Sharon Archer was last seen at her home around 5th Street and Locust Avenue on last Monday. Archer was driving a white 2013 Toyota Highlander with an Idaho license plate of K562919. Now, Archer does have some medical conditions, so if anyone knows where she could be, please report it to the Coeur d'Alene police right away. Washington State is raising the minimum wage next year. Starting January 1st, it will go up 80 cents to $14.49. Under state law, the Department of Labor and Industries can raise the minimum wage based off the price of food, housing, and gas. Cities are also allowed to set higher wages themselves. A former Spokane Indians player died Thursday after being shot while doing maintenance at a rental home. 37-year-old Christopher Gradoville was the director of baseball operations at Creighton University in Omaha. The Omaha Police Department says he was allegedly shot by the man who was renting the home. Now, previously, he played for the Indians in 2007. New rules go into effect on Saturday for those looking to break into the cannabis industry. Starting tomorrow, licensed applicants with a criminal record dealing with weed will now qualify for grant funding. Earlier in the summer, Governor Jay Inslee signed House Bill 1443 into law, aiming to help remove barriers that have kept people out of the industry, especially minorities. The changes to the criminal history check are a part of a larger effort to create racial equity in the state's cannabis industry. That's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. Well, some good news, guys. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, next weekend, or really any time in October, because, the Fall Harvest Festival at Beck's Harvest House is back.
Now, the festival happens every weekend. It has live music and family-friendly weekend events. And as Channing mentioned, it lasts all month long. Now, this morning, Todd Beck himself, wait a minute. Okay, I was going to have a whole intro, but
I know.
You have fires to sit around? What don't you have out there?
I know.
Yeah, this is our brand new Lifetime Embers fire pit that we put up on the drink deck. So as the weather starts to change and it gets cool, you can sit around a fire up here and enjoy your apple cider mimosa or a cup of nice mulled hot wine and enjoy the festival. We'll show you great views of overlooking the drink deck here as well.
Oh my goodness. Let's see these views overlooking the drink deck. Oh man, and it looks like fall. Look at the pumpkins out there. Look at this gorgeous view outside. It's kind of foggy. Oh, look at all the pumpkins. This seems like the perfect place to have a fall afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. And Todd,
it is.
What can you see if there's not cloud cover there? Sorry.
Well, yeah, we're a little cloudier than I want to be this morning. The sunrise just came up over the hill, but we have pumpkin land set up down below here. I don't know where the camera is now, but if you look out through the orchard, each of those rows is a different variety of apple that you can come pick. We've got some great fall squash and vegetables like that. And in a few minutes, we'll go down and look at the fruit fort where we have all of our apples and all that stuff.
Oh man, I am going to have so much fun picking pumpkins and apples. But now, speaking of apples, I know you guys are kind of famous for your donuts.
We are kind of famous for our donuts, and they're available every weekend through October, all day. And on Fridays until noon, 10 to 12 on Fridays, but all day on Saturday and Sunday.
So what you're saying is we have time after the show to go up there, get donuts, and come back.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll save a couple for you.
All right.
Oh, perfect. And it looks like do you have multiple fire pits? Just the two, or are there more? Or how does that work for trying to stay warm?
We have two fire pits out here, yep.
Cool.
Yeah, we have two fire pits out here, and sometimes those spots go pretty quick, but it's a kind of a nice ambience to have some fire while you're enjoying the fall festivals.
Absolutely. And I personally kind of like the cloudy looking weather. It seems more fall-like to me.
Yeah. And then can you
It
reserve
feels
those?
very fall up here today.
Oh, it looks very fall. Can you reserve the
No, it's
Adirondacks?
a first come,
for
first serve on these tables.
Oh, first come, first serve. There we go.
Got
I was
it.
just gonna ask. That was the
Perfect.
question. So there you go. You got to get
now
there early.
Got to get there early. So we're making it
Yep.
easy for you to get your reservations this year, because this year for the Fall Festival, kind of like last year, you have to make reservations just to select a time to go into the actual Fall Festival. You don't have to just stay there during that 2-hour window. So in order to make your reservation, all you have to do is text the word fall to 509-448-2000. We will send you a link right to your phone with all of the information that you need so you can get out there and enjoy all the fall activities.
Love it. Takes away some of the stress.
It's time to pay attention to the fact that Native American women are more susceptible and more at risk of going missing.
The disappearance and death of Gabby Petito has captured the nation, but it's also caused many people to ask why that same attention isn't put on women of color and indigenous women, especially when they go missing. How the state of Washington is trying to help.